This is just ridiculously funny. Just the other day, we talked about Dbrand, how they stopped selling the Darkplates for the PlayStation 5 because Sony's lawyers sent them a cease and desist, like, hey, y'all need to stop. You're infringing on our intellectual properties, and we're going to sue you for a bunch of money. You're going to have to destroy everything that you got as far as your designs and products and give us all your profits. It was crazy. So Dbrand stopped selling the Darkplates, and they posted that pretty long Reddit post talking about how, like, well, why aren't they suing Squid Game? They're really using their design type of thing. What's going on? What are they referring to? We got more information now because the Darkplates are back. And I actually really dig what they've done here. This is awesome. I've already pre-ordered a set of Darkplates 2.0. But let's go through this Reddit post on the Dbrand subreddit, I suppose. Darkplates are back. Checkmate lawyers. So here we go. Fun weekend, huh? Company dares Sony to sue us, folds when threatened with lawsuit. Spiked quite the dialogue. You asked for it, didn't you? A lot of people I did see, like, well, they did say sue us, so what the hell? That's on them, right? Well, here we go. Before unpacking the final chapter in this soon-to-be greenlit Netflix special, we'd like to set the record straight on a widespread misconception. This is not the reason Sony threatened us with a lawsuit. Darkplates, go ahead, sue us. They're just poking fun. That's what they did. So here we go. This is the reason why. The design patent that they wound up having, I suppose, because none of this, they didn't have in their messages that they received anything that linked to a specific patent. It was just like straightforward. I mean, it was pretty long cease and desist. I put a link in my description on the previous video. But yeah, they didn't link specifically to anything. So here we go. They state, see, while we appreciate all the armchair legal advice that filtered in over the weekend, the reality of this Darkplates dispute is quite simple. You can't successfully sue someone over an alleged design infringement without a registered design patent. 2, Sony did not have a registered design patent for the PS5 side panels when we launched the Darkplates, or for many, many months following. We didn't think they'd ever get one. They did, and here we are now. So faced with this registered design patent that Sony alleges to cover the shape of the side panels, we had two options. Spend millions fighting the legitimacy of the patent, or just start fresh. Like this person, Lazy Jelly thing. Just make a different, nicer shaped faceplate. Without further ado, we'd like to introduce you to Darkplates 2.0. This design, you might be like, well, it's just the PS5 shape is just wonky to begin with, but the way they redesigned this, it's kind of interesting because it looks a little more naked now. Like you don't have the fins on the top, you have the cutouts for the intake fans. So let's keep going. While working through the redesign over the past few months, so they've been working on this. They have the whole website. We're gonna look at the website in a second. It's pretty splashy. They quickly realized that in order to make things any less of an abomination, we need to either overhaul the faceplates or make our own gaming console because our North Star is to do whatever KFC isn't doing. We got work on redesigning the plates by creating a brand new design. This successfully closes the loop on the dispute and neutralizes any future infringement. It seems like it's mostly like, boom, the stupid fins on the top. So here we go. More importantly, makes your PS5 considerably less ugly. And here it is. These look nice, and there's different colors. But wait, we did more than create a brand new shape. See, before this legal shit show pulled our focus away from product development, we had quite a few concepts in mind for future Darkplates. So they were like working on this anyway. Since they had to redesign the product from scratch, it was perfect opportunity to add them in. You've seen a PS5 without faceplates, you probably noticed something. Your PS5 has gigantic 120 millimeter intake fans pulling air from both sides. Why is this important? This is a big one. Let's put it this way. If that intake fan was a set of lungs, the plates you have now are in prison for suffocating your PS5. They'd be in jail. Adding vents, which they did here, as you see, is yet another way to distinguish their plates from the Sony design. Happy to license this design to you, Sony. You'll find that our rates are outrageous. These guys are just, like I said in the previous video, man, if you're offended by anything these guys say, you got to see some of the shit they email you, man. And they're like, if you scroll all the way at the bottom, these guys are sharp, man. Their humor may not be for everyone or the way they talk to people, but don't let it affect you. I think it's funny, but it is what it is. It didn't take an airflow scientist to tell us that covering intake fans with a plastic side panel is a widely inefficient thermal design. Yeah. I mean, a lot of people did question that, man. Not to do with Darkplates, but like the original design and all the heating tests that people have done. Here's Gamer's Nexus, in case you don't have the attention span to watch this 37-minute analyst on the thermal design. Here's the most relevant graphic. So, a bunch of information there with like no panels and all that kind of stuff. So here we go. Here's the summary. The PS5's internal components run about 5 degrees cooler, 9 if you're American, without any side panels. Spoiler, this is because the fans aren't getting enough air. So with the Darkplates 2.0, you're getting like better thermal performance without running it naked. That definitely sounds like a good thing to me. At this point, you may be thinking, wouldn't direct access to the fan result in dust accumulation? Newsflash. Your PlayStation already has dust inside of it. If it makes you feel any better, we're including optional mesh grills that mount inside the plates. If you choose not to use them as dust catchers, they also function as widely impractical coasters. So that's it, right? New shape, new vents, new dark plates. We go back to playing chess while these comments age like milk. Robots get wrecked hard. Go ahead and sue us. Now whining like a wimp because lost all that future plates money. Dude, I guarantee you people are buying the crap out of these. These look slick, man. They don't come. They're not out right now. They're pre-orders. We'll look at that in a second. Dbrand, you really caved on this bullshit and bullying. You asked for them to sue you, then you back down. I mean, they're a business. Yeah, they talk a lot of shit. A lot of companies do talk a lot of shit. But they you know, what were they to do? For better or worse, one thing we observed over the course of selling Darkplates 1.0 was that some people seem to be oddly attached to their whiter than West Virginia color scheme. As equal opportunity capitalists, they have multiple colors, man. Made sure to include a white colorway with the 2.0. Look at that. If you like the white, they got you covered. I didn't order the white. I ordered this one, the retro gray. That looked slick to me. Like a time machine back to the 90s, looking like a PS1, dude. Okay, Dbrand, why don't you sell us something other than plastic? Best we can do is sell you different plastic. Enter light strips. We're pretty sure Sony isn't going to claim they own lines, so we're probably good. Oh my God, these guys, dude. These strips, semi-transparent colored vinyl, have been designed to precisely cover the diffused LED light strips flanking the sides of your PS5, tinting them with one of 8 high saturation hues. We didn't invent the idea, but our proprietary double shot coloring process guarantees the most vibrant light strips available on the market. Plus, you can customize left and right side separately, unlocking a brand new way to make your own terrible design choices. So that's 2.0, Darkplates 2.0. You could pre-order them now. If you're in that second group, there's one question on your mind. Is Sony still going to sue you assholes? The answer, probably. The difference this time is that we've created an original design which they have no basis to allege infringement. They want to try, they better get ready to pay our legal fees. Oh my God, this is freaking great. I like the way they have their site designed here. Darkplates 2.0. So this is the PS5. You start scrolling down. I love sites that do this, where you scroll down, the animation rolls through. Taking over the PlayStation 5, you got the original Darkplates. Okay, keep scrolling. And now it's cutting corners. Our loss is your gain. Oh my God. Imagine you're a 15, what is that, billion or trillion dollar enterprise, yen, 15, what is that? 15 billion, I don't know, 15 trillion freaking yen enterprise who just spent a small fortune designing their next gen gaming console. A privately held corporation run by robots makes it black. The world rejoices. You're livid. You vent your frustrations to a team of lawyers. They get the work. Now, under threat of litigation, those robots have to redesign their dark plates while also funding a legal defense. Needless to say, some corners were cut. You're welcome. These guys, like, it's bald now. It's bald. Oh, my God. It looks good, though. I mean, compared to, like, I hate the fins, dude. Like, that's one of my biggest things. Adding vents, giving those fans some air. Time for a physics quiz. Do you think oxygen can pass through a 3mm panel of uninterrupted plastic? If you answer no, congratulations. You're qualified to be our next and only fan scientist. It's a dangerous line of work, but you also get to tell us things like, you should add some vents to the dark plates. Fair trade. Oh my God, what else do we got going on here? Improving the thermals. There you go. We found a fan scientist somewhere between doing a lot of math, walking headfirst in an oversized fan blade. Told us that your console will run cooler. That's what I'm talking about. That's a good thing, especially for me. Holy crap. Like, I've done some thermal tests on devices, and where I live, it gets hotter than hell. And I have like no option. That's one of the reasons I don't stream a whole lot during the summer, is because it gets unbearably hot and there's nothing I could do about it. I record in a garage. Oh my God. I can't do thermal tests that make sense because it'll get like 120 degrees and shit. And obviously the ambient room temperature fucks shit up. So it's, for me, it's always been difficult. And anything I can do to try to eliminate that when it's hot, that's a good thing. So having something like this, especially when I want to record or stream, having a little bit more airflow, that works. Avoiding lawsuits. Thanks, Sony. Do you have any idea how many lawyers we had to go through to find some that were willing to take on the Darkplates case? We'll give you a hint. The answer lies at the bottom of Lake Ontario. Turns out our new lawyers can handle either the murder charges or the Darkplates file, but not both. We may be in a maximum security prison by the end of the year, but at least your PS5 will have an indisputable original design. There you go, man. Colonizing Mars. We proudly boasted the Darkplates 1.0 packaging was the pinnacle of box science. What do you do when you've already reached the summit? The answer is obvious. Go even higher. I still have the box for the Darkplate. This is a nice box, dude. I put the original plates in there. Today, we're proud to announce that we've sent our box scientists to Mars. It's going to take a while to replace those perished on the one-way journey, but the results speak for themselves. Darkplates, meet light strips. If you made it this far down the page without buying anything, you're probably a lawyer. Good news for us, bad news for you. There probably aren't any newly approved patents on custom LED light strips, middle skins, or all new Darkplate 2.0 colorways. Serve us another cease and desist if we're wrong. Wave 1 sold out. Ships in November. Wave 2 sold out in December. Wave 3, I think that's what I got on. Like, so they have some like ready to go next month, and then some in December, and then the final, or not the final, but the third wave is in January. I pre-ordered earlier. These were just recently put up within the past few hours, like couple hours of the recording of this video. I don't know when I'm putting this up, but I think I got on wave 3, and I'm fine with that for now. But there you go. Let's take a quick look at what they have. They have the digital and the disc edition, also limited stock, not illegal. Let's take a quick look. So they did have light strips. I didn't bother with the light strips. Like, I don't care about stuff like that, to be honest. But $5 if you want some light strips. $59 if you just want the different plates. You know, and you can buy things individually. The middle skin. I'm just leaving the middle skin that I have on mine, but I got that retrograde dark plate. That's the one that I like. I think it's going to look good. I think that's the same sensor that I have. I don't know, but it looks pretty good, man. You can go ahead and pre-order all this stuff now. Get on that wave 3. The waves will keep on extending out, so the sooner the better if you actually want something like this. I think it's cool, man. It's funny. I had a good laugh with this one. I'm glad Dbrand is back on it. Darkplates 2.0, man. Can't wait for Darkplates 3.0 after Sony finds something with this one, right? Oh, the cutout for the disk drive. That's infringing. Let me know what you guys think. Appreciate y'all hanging. Catch you on the next one.